So last night I get a call from my wife about 7 o'clock. She had run out to dinner on her own. She said she had some free slot play over at Eastside Cannery over on Boulder Highway, and she was going to head over there for just a little while. Now, right there, that was my first clue. Just a little while. This is my wife. That's a casino. They have video poker. They have slot machines. So, just a little while. Well, I shouldn't have been surprised, and neither should you, when I tell you that at 1:30 this morning, I get a call from my wife and says that she's on her way home. Now, you know that phrase, ask me no questions, I tell you no lies. Well, do you think that I ever ask, how did you do? Oh, no, that's not a question that is ever asked in my household. No, 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 no. I'm just amazed. How do you spend 6.5 hours at one casino playing video poker and slots? I mean, I'm bored after 6.5 minutes on a casino floor. Just amazing. But I'm sure there'll be other casinos and other free slot play that she'll just run out for just a little while this weekend as well. And you think I'm kidding when I tell you my wife has a video poker addiction. I don't kid around about these things, guys. Hi, everyone. Al DeMarco here, and this, of course, is going to be your Saturday video report. A slew of free picks, 4 of them coming your way in just a moment. Let's talk about a couple of the major discounts today, of course, being Saturday, as I've done for over 3.5 years each and every Saturday. I have given you an opportunity to save potentially hundreds of dollars off your total purchase price simply by using this coupon code today. 25%. That's 25 PERCENT. That will save you 25% off your total purchase price today. And you know it's a mix and match coupon, which means you can use it for any combination of handicappers or picks and or packages. The only stipulation, it's a one-time usage coupon. So, for example, I'm going to tell you about a couple of monster plays today from Jeff Bedton, from Steve Bouden, from Scott Delaney. You can't buy one and come back 2 hours later and get the next. No, you have to put everything you want in your shopping cart today at one time. Use the redemption code 25%, 25 PERCENT, and again, the savings adds up. For example, let's say you're in the middle of a long-term package right now with Scott Delaney, and let's say you have 10 days left on that 30-day package, and you want to add another 30 days to it. Well, you would get the coupon savings applied to the purchase price of the 30-day package, which would then give you 40 days left in your remaining service package. But if you also have any instant rebates, they would be applicable as well to maximize your savings. So that's why I say, guys, potentially hundreds of dollars of savings. Again, that coupon code is 25%. If you ever have any questions, please feel free to contact customer service. Now, let's talk about Steve Bouden's #1 college basketball crew, the Brooklyn College guys. Biggest play in 2 seasons going today. 100 dime release. It goes at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. It's your Big 12 showdown in Austin at the Frank Irwin Center between the Longhorns of Texas and the Jayhawks of Kansas. Their last 100 dime play was Duke over Creighton in March of 2013 in the Big Dance. They have had 3 75 dime releases since last Saturday, and all of them you've got it at huge discounted prices. Last Saturday it was Arizona pounding #8 Utah in Tucson. On Wednesday night, they hit their college dog of the year with Indiana State, a 14-point dog, getting the easy cover in a 6-point loss at Northern Iowa. Then Thursday night, they came out with a 75 dime blowout with Temple by 25 points over South Florida. This play is bigger than all of them. Remember last year, they went in the Big Dance 11-6 in the postseason, capping it with a 75 dime release on UConn's upset of Florida in the Final Four, and this play is bigger than that one. It's the half-price play of the day today, and you get it today by using coupon code SHOWDOWN, 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 as they seek their 4th consecutive winner over the past week. And for the different crews that Bouden's used, he also had an NBA winner earlier this week, so it's #5 in a row overall since last Saturday. Scott Delaney, $10 bettors have made $9 grand the past 11 weeks. They've made $6,440 the past 28 days. Today, again, biggest release of the season, 100 dime play. It's an obscure game, Summit League Game of the Year, North Dakota State and Fort Wayne. But let me just finish that statement by saying this. He has 76, 47, and 2 with these 100 dime max wager releases in all sports over the past 3 years combined. And it is bigger than the obscure winner he had last night, his MAAC Game of the Year with Siena over Marist, which was 75 dime winner #6 out of 9, which you got for $22, a savings of 77 off the regular price. And it's bigger than his 60 dime winner #9 out of 13 on Texas San Antonio over Marshall outright as a 1-point dog by 13 points on Wednesday night or on Thursday night. So needless to say, an obscure game maybe, but he certainly has been winning these plays. In fact, keep in mind that 50 dime plays or higher the past 3 years. Now this is in all sports, 50 dime plays or higher. Delaney has made $10 bettors $47,372, and it's a $100 max wager going tonight. And the discount today is you save $75 by using coupon code Scott75. Scott75. You know that I think that is the. I'm just looking here at the website, guys, and did I screw that up? Nope, that is the correct coupon code, Scott75. Every now and then I forget what I'm doing here. I'm still wondering how my wife spent 6 hours at this slot machines last night. And then finally, Jeff Bennett's on a nice little roll here. Benton today, going for winning day number 10 out of 12. Biggest hoops play this season, 100-time Big Ten game of the year. I think it goes at 2 o'clock Eastern time. Illinois at Minnesota, twice as big as last night's winner, a 50-dimer on the Hawks. Remember, Anthony read last night. I told you he had a big play on Oklahoma City, and I said to you that the opposite side was on Jeff Benton, and Benton delivered. He had 3 straight 60-dime college basketball releases that won this week. It's bigger than those. He's won 5 straight 40-dime college basketball plays, and it's bigger than all of those. 100-dime Big Ten game of the year. You save $75 on that by using coupon code JEFF, Jeff. All your other promos, etc., are over on the homepage. As for me, naturally, I hit both of my free plays last night. I mean, did I not tell you, Valpo? It would be one of those games right down to the wire against Wisconsin Green Bay. And, of course, it was a 1-point loss for Valpo, but it turned out exactly as I painted the picture. I also told you I thought the Warriors would smack down the Sacramento Kings. Klay Thompson going crazy last night. Aren't they glad they didn't trade him during the offseason, right? So that was an easy win. Problem was, my best bet last night happened to be the Toronto Raptors. So after winning Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, going 3-0 with 15-dime plays and hitting a pair of ultra-rare releases, a 20-dimer in college, a 30-dimer in the NFL, I've now lost 2 straight days, which means I just rebound today. And, hey, what can I tell you? 5 straight winning days, 2 straight losing days. I'd rather have it that way than 2 losing days and 5, or 2 winning days and 5 losing days. That's for damn sure. But it's an interesting thing because, I look at it this way. Last night, I was right on the money with the free plays, which tells me that my opinion is still sharp, that the way that I'm breaking down the games and analyzing is still sharp. I just erred and screwed up and played the wrong damn game last night with the Raptors, who didn't even come close to covering at Philadelphia. Okay, guys, with the free plays, matter of fact, let me look at my own website here and just tell you, what is my free pick run? I know I've done very well. I always do well with the free picks. 59 and 48 roll over the past 7.5 weeks. Okay, let's get to your free selections here today. I have a multitude of them for you. I'm going to start with your nighttime game, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Dayton is at home against Richmond. Now, Dayton is coming off a big loss on Tuesday. In fact, that was a 15-dime play for me when I backed Davidson at home. Dayton had won 8 straight games going into that contest, but I felt that their non-conference schedule wasn't anything to brag about, and I didn't think they had done particularly well on the road, and they got hammered by the Wildcats, losing that game by 17 points. But now they're back at home. They're 10-0 at home this season. They've won 15 straight at home dating back to last year. And at home this season, and the Dayton Arena, they average close to 15,000 fans a game. I think they're number 1 in the Atlantic 10 in terms of attendance. I mean, the Dayton Flyers have always garnered such tremendous home support, and it shows on their record. And this year, during that 10-0 home start, they've allowed just 55.6 points a game on 37.6% shooting. I think Archie Miller will have his team rebounding today against Richmond. Now, ironically, Richmond played last Saturday in revenge at home, and they beat up Davidson, okay? But Richmond is on the road, and that is the problem here. This is a team that is 0-6 in true road games this season. So I'm going to go with Dayton to rebound. Listen, Davidson beat them on Tuesday night because Davidson just shot the hell out of the ball like they've done all season long. I mean, they came into that game shooting almost 49% from the field. They hit 51.7, and it didn't help that Dayton committed 16 turnovers in the game. I think Dayton rebounds here tonight. It's a kind of a heavy price at 5.5. I would have been more comfortable at 3.5 and 4. But again, I will side with Dayton. I like St. Joseph's minus the 4 to 4.5 points at Penn in a Big 5 City Series game at the Palestra. Coolest place to watch a basketball game still, I think, in the country. First time I ever was there for a high school basketball district championship game where I was doing TV. I was in high school at the time, in fact. Had to climb up to the bird's nest with my ankle in a cast bird's nest. That's where they had it for. I used to go up and put the TV cameras. I mean, so you're high above the floor, and I did a ton of radio broadcasts there for involving the Temple Owls. At the Palestra back in the day when I was in college. But what a neat place. Anyway, especially when they throw the toilet paper on the floor after the first basket of the game. You know, it's by Penn, of course, but a pretty cool place. But anyway, the Quakers last Saturday, they played very well against Villanova. They were a 15-point under or an 18-point underdog, and they hung close and suffered a 71-56 loss and got the cover. But listen, I know because I had a very small play on Villanova last week, and I even prefaced my play with saying to you that got it, that I was a little concerned that Villanova would get caught looking ahead to their Big East showdown at Georgetown on Monday night. And they basically sleepwalked in the first half, and Penn was able to hang tough and eventually held on for the cover. But listen, this is a Penn Quakers team that has lost 5 of its last 6 games. It was just hammered by Monmouth of New Jersey by 15 points. A couple of nights ago. So I'm going to go with St. Joe's. The Hawks have not played well. But the bottom line is this. The quality of athlete that St. Joe's gets versus an Ivy League school like Penn, it's apples and oranges, guys. And St. Joe's is coming off a morale-building 62-56 win against Massachusetts at home on Wednesday. So I'll take Phil Martelli's Hawks in this one. How long have I been around? One of the first high school basketball cable telecasts I ever did. Phil Martelli was a high school basketball coach at the time. I'm getting old. And I got to use more hair dye, definitely. Let's see. Your next free play, I'm going to go with Boise State minus the 7 against Air Force. You know, Air Force has just fallen apart because they've lost their top 2 leading scorers. Their top scorer, Max Jan, averaging 15.3 points a game, a guard. He has missed a couple of games because of a sprained ankle, and now he's taken a little bit of a sabbatical because of personal reasons. Meanwhile, forward Cameron Williams suffered a career-ending knee injury early in January. He was averaging like 9.5 points and 6 rebounds a game. Broncos, meanwhile, are coming off a 69-59 upset at New Mexico as a 5-point dog in their last road game, and then they followed that with an 89-36 rout of San Jose as a 21-point home favorite. That was their 3rd straight win after losing 4 in a row. Now, the Falcons, meanwhile, they were crushed. I mean, crushed by San Diego State 77-45 in their last game. And when you think about the fact that San Diego State is a team that struggles so much offensively, and they put 77 points on the board and held Air Force to 45. Air Force is not a very good shooting team. Yeah, they're a good defensive team, but the fact is they lost their previous games by 12 at Utah State, by 12 at New Mexico. They lost 4 in a row, 6 of their past 7. They're 1-6 in conference play. They're minus their top 2 scorers. They've only averaged about 51 points in their last 3 games, all losses. And this is a revenge game for Boise State because last year in the season finale in Colorado Springs, Air Force pulled the 64-61 upset in overtime. So I like Boise to come back and take this one. And your final free play today, guys, I'm looking at this Minnesota-Illinois game. And so much was expected from Rick Pitino Jr.'s team, the Gophers, here at the start of the season. And listen, they went 11-2 in non-conference play. And then the Big Ten started. And they're 1-6. If there is ever a must-win game for the Gophers, it's today's at home against Illinois. And I'm going to go with Minnesota in this one minus the 5 points. So that'll do it for your complimentary plays. Again, Dayton, St. Joe's, Minnesota, that's college, and Boise State are your freebies. That'll do it, guys. Best of luck to y'all, and I'll catch you again on Sunday.